I have never told this to anyone the way I am about to say it now. If you met me today, you would see a quiet college kid who works part-time at a grocery store and keeps to himself. You would never guess that I used to have a family that slowly erased me while I was still living in their house. My name is Daniel Carter. I am 20 years old, and I pay my own rent. When I was 12, I thought my life was normal. My parents were not perfect, but they showed up to my school events, asked about my grades, and tucked me in at night. I believed I was loved. That belief ended the year my little brother Noah was born. At first, I was excited. I helped paint the nursery. I practiced holding a baby doll so I would not drop him. I told my friends I was finally a big brother. I did not realize I was also becoming invisible. When Noah turned 3, everything shifted. My parents started introducing him as our miracle. They said it so often that it became his identity. What was I then? The accident before the miracle? The practice run? I remember one evening that still makes my chest tighten. I had won second place in a regional science competition. I waited all afternoon for them to come home so I could show them the certificate. When they walked in, my mother rushed past me because Noah had a slight fever. My father followed her without even looking at me. I stood there holding that certificate until the paper bent in my hands. The next morning, it was on the kitchen counter, stained with coffee. As the years passed, I became the extra expense, the extra mouth, the extra problem. When I asked for money for a school trip, my father said, "We have to think about Noah's future." When I got into a good college, my mother said, "That's nice," and then asked if I could pick Noah up from soccer practice. The day I turned 18, they told me we needed to talk. I thought they were going to congratulate me. Instead, my father said, very calmly, that it was time for me to learn responsibility. They had decided to downsize. There was only room for the 3 of them in the new house. I asked where I was supposed to go. My mother said, "You're an adult now. You'll figure it out." I packed my clothes in 2 trash bags. Noah watched from the hallway, holding the new gaming console they had bought him for no reason at all. My father handed me $200 and said, "Don't waste it." That was the last time I slept under their roof. For the first month, I lived on a friend's couch. I worked nights at a gas station, then switched to stocking shelves at a grocery store because the manager there offered flexible hours. I enrolled in community college because it was all I could afford. I took a full course load and told myself I would not fail, no matter how tired I was. There were nights I cried in the break room, staring at my phone, waiting for a message that never came. Birthdays passed without a call. Holidays became just another shift on the schedule. I watched other students complain about their parents being too strict, and I had to excuse myself to the restroom because I would have given anything to have someone waiting up for me. What shocked me the most was not that they chose him. It was how easy it seemed for them. Last year, I saw them by accident at a supermarket across town. Noah had grown taller. My mother was laughing at something he said. My father had his arm around him, the same way he used to stand beside me at Little League games. They looked like a complete family. They did not see me at first. When they finally did, my mother's smile disappeared, not out of guilt, but out of discomfort. My father nodded at me the way you nod at a distant neighbor. Noah looked confused, as if trying to remember who I was. No one walked over. I stood there in my store uniform, holding a basket of discounted groceries, and realized something that changed me forever. They did not abandon me in one dramatic moment. They abandoned me in small choices, repeated over years until there was nothing left of us. I still work part-time. I still study late at night. My apartment is small, and sometimes the heater barely works. But every bill I pay is proof that I exist without their permission. Every exam I pass is something they cannot take from me. I used to dream about them apologizing. Now I dream about graduating, getting a stable job, and building a life where no child of mine will ever question whether they matter. I am not the miracle child. I am the forgotten one. And somehow, I survived.